Welcome to your first lecture note. There are two pieces of agenda: how to write good English academic paragraphs, and then slightly talking about your research project and writing two reports. This is the layout of English writing. At the lowest level, we have words, then sentences, which is a group of related words. A paragraph is a group of related sentences. This is the key point. And then an essay, or sometimes we call this a paper, or an article, is a group of related paragraphs. A good paragraph in English develops one main idea. It connects a group of sentences and then it is persuasive for its readers. Okay. My question for all the students: was your paragraph on group introduction a good paragraph? And how can you improve that? This is an example of a paragraph in English. Now, students, please stop the slide and use a couple of minutes to read it. What do you think of this paragraph? Is it a good paragraph? Why and why not? When you first read this paragraph, it looks like a good paragraph. However, if you look closely into the content, you might notice that it is talking about two different things. The first part of the paragraph talks about pirates, whereas the second part of the paragraph talks about the airplane industry. Now stop your PowerPoint and read example 2 and example 3. What do you think? Let's have a look. Example 2. Okay. The first sentence talks about that parrots are intelligent birds. There's no problem with the topic sentence. However, if you look at the second and third and fourth sentence, they are basically repeating the same idea in different words. Okay? In other words, or 要するに. Okay? In this case, example 2 is not a good example of an academic paragraph because all these sentences are redundant. Paragraph 3 is the best example out of the 3 paragraphs because it develops one main idea and then it uses different examples as evidence to support the development of this main idea. Students, feel free to stop the slide or go back to the previous slide in order to read the examples again. Okay? Writing takes a long time, so please do not rush. Repeat, stop, and play again. Exercise 1. Students, please stop the slide and try to answer these questions. Okay? You can write down the answers in your notebook so that you can check the answers later. Make sure you know how to answer the answers with reasons. Stop the slide and do the questions. This is a paragraph about the intelligence of parrots. And the main idea is that parrots are surprisingly very intelligent, and the main idea is in the first sentence of the paragraph, and we often call this an English paragraph would have three sections: an introduction, the development, and a conclusion. Okay. There are, however, a lot of exceptions. Sometimes a paragraph doesn't have a topic sentence. The introduction can be more than one sentence long. Also remember that if you have a short topic sentence, it is giving you some indication that your topic sentence might need to be further developed, or it needs to be combined with the next sentence to make a longer sentence. Development section should be the longer section, and that not every paragraph needs a conclusion. Exercise 2. Now I want students to stop the slide and find the unneeded sentence in each paragraph. Okay, so in each of these paragraphs, there is one sentence that you could delete, and it will not change the effectiveness of the paragraph. Okay, do this for about 5 or 10 minutes. Then check your answers. Paragraph 8. The sentence that need to be deleted is the Egyptians wrote on papyrus, a kind of paper made from reeds. This sentence can be deleted because it is irrelevant to the content of this paragraph. Paragraph B. Each individual creature has a psyche, according to the ancient Greek thought, can be deleted because it is redundant. Redundant means it is simply repeating a previous sentence. Paragraph C. Like the World Bank, the IMF allows countries which are having difficulties to get access. This sentence can be deleted because it is redundant. D. Mammals, being highly evolved creatures, have extremely complex nerve systems, can be deleted because it is irrelevant to the content of the paragraph. Paragraph E. The origin of the distrust of central government lie in the early history of the state, can be deleted because it is irrelevant. When writing an English academic paragraph, we often want to have an objective focus instead of a subject focus, so that we make ourselves sound more objective and persuasive. Okay. First person, I, we, us, our are subjective. Second person, you. You should listen. You can stop the slide. Okay. These are examples of subjective focus. Third person is slightly more objective. It, they, them, he, she, their. Okay. When we use third person, it's a technique that we try to use plurals instead of singulars so that we make our voice stronger. We also use other pronouns to make the writing sound more objective. This, that, this, those. And in many cases, we would change the subject with a verb into nouns. Okay, I will give you some more examples later. But for the time being, try to remember that if you use we or us or our, you might make your voice sound subjective, so that we or us or our is used when you are talking specifically about yourself. Students, please stop the slide and compare the differences between academic and non-academic essay writing. The aim of an essay is usually to express your opinion so that you want the readers to agree with your opinion. Okay, I think, I feel, okay, I feel strongly, okay. Whereas academic writing, the aim is to try to persuade your readers by giving facts, specific examples, and evidence. Have a look at the sentence example. Okay, we will lose our mind if we use too much internet. Okay, now this sentence sounds no problem at all because this is the sentence structure that it's very familiar to us. Okay, compared to the result of research suggests that the frequent usage of internet is likely to cause dementia. Have a look how we could change the sentences by rewriting them slightly so that the sentences have a more objective voice. Stop the slide, please, and read the examples. You can see where the words are underlined. Okay, we could simply replace them with we or you to make the sentences sound more subjective. In more objective writing, try to avoid using we or us, our, and replace them with specific nouns or subjects. Now stop the slide and it's time for you to try exercise 3. Rewrite these sentences so that they have a more objective focus. The answers have been highlighted in red. Students, stop this slide and read through the answers. See if you have got these answers correctly. Once the content of your writing is firm and ready to go, the last final touch you could add to make your writing more effective is to make sure that you have the correct writing format. For a paragraph, make sure that the first line is indented. Leave one space after each punctuation. Sentences should be grouped together and not separated into individual lines. Follow the format given by your teacher and use the correct font style, size, header, word limit. This was an example of how your first homework on group introduction should look like. Does your format look somehow similar?